Hello everyone, my name is Riley and this is the RDW Glass YouTube channel. Tune in every single Tuesday for new glass blowing content. Today we're going to be sticking with the Halloween theme and we're going to be creating a candy corn. Now what we need is OJ Orange, Star White, and Canary Yellow. And those three colors are going to help us create our candy corn today. Alright, we're going to flip the camera and get right into it. Alright, let's start off with our shortest color, or the smallest color, at the tip. That's our Star White. And remember that Star White can get bubbly, just like all of the colors that we're using today. So you gotta be careful with how much oxygen you put into your flame. Taking the OJ Orange and getting it hot in the background, I'm gonna connect these just like that. And then I'm going up and heating the orange to start to build a color section on top of the white. Now I'm working my way back down to the white and pushing it up to make a thicker section of the white and to spread out the orange as well, so it all becomes wider, which is just because it's getting thicker. As you can see, I'm just playing back and forth with the colors, adding a little more of each. And that's just me adding as much material as I want to make the candy corn. And yours might look different, or you might want to do a smaller or larger candy corn. So add your materials, however you need them. And just remember, as you're going up, the amount of orange you put in there matters for the size, because that's the middle, so that's your most important one. If the middle is going to be spread out large, then you're going to have to do your other colors large. But if you can get the middle to a normal size, then the rest of the colors can be set at a normal size. Everything will line up. Right now you see I'm tilting my hand, and that's so the color will fall down on itself, because we're using gravity as our friend. I'm going to put it in the Elmarver and give a little press just to kind of help shape this into a bit of a cone. Give it a roll right there. And now I'm going to go into the yellow. And yep, just starting the heat in the back of the flame, because once again, yellow is one of those colors that can bubble. Taking the color, getting it warm, pressing down and twisting slightly, trying to keep, the rotation of both of your hands the same speed. Alright, now we can take that off. That seems like enough material. I'll take that and melt that into the section that we've already made. Once again, we'll go in here and hold at an angle and push down slightly, and we're making it a cone. And what we want to do now is heat the whole piece up and get any creases that happened in between the colors. And just make sure that we have a smooth piece. And you can do that by pressing like this and like this. Trying to get it. As you can see, we have that crease right there still, so we want to get rid of that. one more press in there like that. Make it like a cone. Now you see we have this cone. It's smooth with the stacks of colors that we need. And they're at good proportions. Now we'll take it, we'll get it hot. And then we'll take one of my favorite tools. As you know, each video I use this. And we're going to get it hot and we're just going to press like that. Now we have the shape of the candy corn. What we'll do, we'll take a punty and get it hot. Got some cracks that happen because we took it out of the water. Which, as you know, the water is our friend as well. We use it to crack off any of the bad glass that we want to get off of anything. Attach that there. That's a cold seal, that way we can pop it off whenever we want to add it to any other project. We'll go down to the bottom of the candy corn here. And we'll pull all nice and easy. And then you melt that in. And it's still a little rounded off, so we do a little press, a little pressing, and we have our candy corn. Now, you know those colors, orange and the yellow, they change as they get hot. So, what looks orange now is actually yellow, and what looks red is actually orange. I'll put a video in at the end of what it looks like once it's cooled down. But yeah, that is how you create a candy corn. Remember, it's the Halloween season, so if you're wanting to either earn money off of the glass or just give your people around you glass gifts, these are the type of things that you want to make right now. You know, 2 videos ago we did the pumpkin, so, you know, 'tis the season. Alright, thank you so much for tuning in. Give the video a like if you liked anything you've seen during the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Stay safe, stay lifted, and happy melting. Peace.